Hi everybody, this is a bit impromptu. I wasn't planning on doing a live today, and when I went to set up, I was still thinking I was going to do a video, and then I thought, what the heck, let's just do a live. The reason is I posted these two, sorry I'm a bit out of breath, we've been running around a bit, but I'll calm down in a minute. I posted these two pictures on our Facebook group, the Miss Paintalot's Junk Journal group, as part of the ongoing Shabby Chic saga. And I didn't do a video of them, but when I finished them I thought, well, I don't know, maybe you would like a video of them. They're quite pretty, really. So here I am to show you how I made them. Before I start, let's just have a look back through the basket and see what we've got, what we've made in the Shabby Chic department so far. Oh, blimey, it's quite a bit. It's quite a lot there. Horizontal tummy tuck, pretty, upside down but pretty that way. I did make this little notebook. It's just got coffee stained paper in it, but it needs some pearls or something along there. It's quite pretty. It's got lace down the side, etc. I quite like that. That needs finishing off, decorating. And then I made some of these. These tags were a freebie from when you bought something from My Porch Prints. You got this as a free download. I think there's 3 of those and 4 of those, something like that. So I just made a little sort of lace and paper collage there. That I just stuck onto some cream card and sewed around. Well, I sewed around it before I stuck it on the card. And then just tied it together with some... I could put a charm on there, that might be quite nice. And that's another one exactly, well, pretty much the same. And there's another one also pretty much the same. I like the swing tags. It was Jen that set me off with that. She put a picture on of some tags she'd made with some swing tags on. I thought, oh, I like that. So we've got a corner tuck spot or 2. They're nice also. I do love Shabby Chic. I mean, just love it. Then we've got these that I don't think you saw me make, but you've seen me make this type of thing before. It's just a pocket made from an envelope with a bit of lace and flower, and this is decoupage. Pretty. That one's the same, just a bit frothier. A bit more froth. You can't beat a bit of froth with Shabby Chic. That one... No, that one doesn't belong this. That one belongs to the other set of ephemera. These two, they're nice. I like those. They are really frothy. Yes, they are. I love all this lace down here. I love the fabric trim, and I love this. It's right up my street. And then just some plain, straightforward little tags. Like that, because we're bound to have a place, if whoever makes the journal, that they'd want to put some tags in. And then this, which is the belly band that goes up and down the page, or in our case, a tummy tuck. So there we are, that's what we've got made so far. So we're coming along. It's quite a large ephemera pack now, actually, to be honest. And of course we've got these two as well to add to it. So how did I make them? Well, it's really, really simple. It's easy peasy, honestly. Not like that sticky embossing stuff, which shall never be spoken of again. Right, so I'm using cream cardstock. It's from Hobbycraft. If you're in the UK, buy it in sheets of A3, and I've already cut some bits off. So I made my side pocket 8 inches by 2.5, I think. Mr. F saying I'm rushing. It's because I was rushing. Yeah, that's 3 inches wide and it is 8 inches long. And I think that's a good size to fit into anybody's journal, actually. So let's cut a piece off at 8 by 3. Let's cut the 3 off first. Oops, oopsie. Last night, Julie from Camellia Crafts, whenever she puts a video up, I'm always there, I'm waiting for it. And so last night I had one that she'd put out during the day saved up to watch, so I was looking forward to that. And she is so calm. She really is. She takes her time. Everything's properly done. And like me, I'm like a headless chicken. I've got to calm down. It's no good. So I'm going to try and take a leaf out of Julie's book and chill. Yeah, see how long that lasts, eh? We're all as we are, aren't we? We're all different. Right, so that's that. Now, actually, I haven't put any gussets on this. It's a full-size page, so I think we'll be all right to get things behind there. I don't want too much behind it. Anyway, one journaling card, maybe something like that. This one, however, I have gusseted. Oh, dear me, it's a funny word. Because it's got, it'll go on the bottom of a page. And I imagine something like a little notebook or something tucked into there, maybe. I don't know, who knows. So overall, this measures 6 inches across, and it measures 3 3/4 in height. So 6 by 3 3/4. It's an odd one, isn't it? Three and 3/4. Let's cut that off first. You could cut it out with a knife, exactly right, but I'm going to throw caution to the wind, cut the whole width off. Let me just remove that, because it'd just be lightning to get that behind it. There we go. And I want it 6 inches long. Just there. Line that up. There we go. Right. So, who have we got with us, Mr. F?
Who have we got with us? That's a very good question. We have Miranda.
Hi, Miranda. I haven't seen you for a while. Nice to join us. Thank you.
Queen Jean.
Hello, Queen Jean.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Just a Junkin.
Just a Junkin. They must have another name. I can't believe people call them that.
Nana, isn't it?
So, Sheila, isn't she?
Yeah. So. Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Helen.
Hello, Helen.
Benice.
Hi, Benice.
Megan.
Hello, Megan.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're feeling a wee bit better today. Or I'm assuming you are.
I think that may be it at the moment.
Okie dokie. I can see Carol Vaughan and Donna Krogan. So I'll say hello to you too.
They're not on mine.
Ah, they're on mine.
Just come on. Just come on. That's cheating, that is. Coming in whilst I'm doing the roll call. That's just unfair, isn't it?
It's unfair. But never mind, there you go.
Sneaking in the back of the classroom, innit? When the teacher's got his back turned.
Give over. Give over. Get over yourself. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before I score the gussets in that, I am going to stamp it. And what I used was, you can use anything. You can use any stamp you've got. You can pretty much use any ink you've got. You can use archival, stays on, distress ink, any of your Versa Fine, Versa Clear, anything like that.
Donna Marie Moses. Just a Junkin.
Oh, hiya, Donna Marie. I knew people couldn't possibly call you just a Junkin. Oh, look, here comes just a Junkin. No, that wasn't going to work. So I'm just going to use the distress ink that I've used throughout to distress the edges, and I'm going to use that for my stamps. I'm going to use this stamp, which is just a cling stamp. This is what it sort of looks like, if you can see that against the card there. It's kind of floral. It's got some words on it. It's got some splatters. You know, you're not going to see it like that anyway, because I'm just going to pick up odd bits and bats. I'm just going to press it down with my fingers like that, and then just take that over there. And some bits will be faded, some bits will be darker. That's fine. That's kind of what we're after. Don't really want straight lines if we can avoid it. Oh, I've just done that bit. Just casual. That's the word, casual. See, that's one of the splatters that's on it. Let's go down here, do this bit, and just a bit at the bottom, that bit there. Right, okay.
Flo says hi.
Hiya, Flo. How you doing? And that's fine. It doesn't need any more than that.
And Ki Young says hi.
Hi, Kyung. Ki Young. That's right. So this is going that way up in the book. So we want the stamps that has got a bit of text on to go that way. You might not want that. You might want yours all higgledy-piggledy, and that's fine. You might want it different colours, all text, all flowers, whatever. It really, really, really doesn't matter. It's nice to have some parts coming off the page, I think. Well, page, pocket. So there's nothing difficult, complicated going on here. Thankfully. Hopefully I can manage this one, eh? Oh dear. Right, I'm happy with that. That's enough stamping for me. It just takes the plainness off it. And it's really nice. So while I've got the ink out, I'm just going to ink around this one. I do like this tea dye for Shabby Chic, I must be honest. It seems to marry with the cream really, really nicely. Not too dark. Problem with dark, well, the problem with me in dark is that I can make things look grungy when I don't really mean to. So I'm sticking with tea dye for this one. Now this one we need to just fold in our gussets, so there's not much point inking it now, because I'll only have to ink it after I've folded the gussets in. So I'll get my scoreboard. Once again, guys, if you're new to this and you haven't got a scoreboard, if you're old to this and you haven't got a scoreboard, just hold your ruler up to it where you want to score on you know, your cutting board or whatever. Get yourself a butter knife is ideal, but a dinner knife, you know, what you'd eat your dinner with, not a steak knife, no, just an ordinary dinner knife, and just go along the edge of your ruler a couple of times and it will score it really well, actually, doesn't it?
If it's sharp, use the backside. Yeah,
if it's sharp, use the backside. Don't go near it with sharp tools. I mean, that goes without saying, I hope. Otherwise you'll cut it. So this is quite thick card, so I'm going over it a few times. Now what I also want to say to any new people is it's fine to go quite up on your tippy toe of the thing there, but when you come to the edge, make sure that you go down flat, because if you're still poking through hard, you'll poke through it when you come to the end and you'll tear it. So that's not what you want. So let's just work out which way is up. This is the top, so I'm scoring the bottom as well. So as I come to the end, I'm reducing the angle. There we go. So when you cut the corners off your pockets, you need to go in right into the corner, right into where those two lines that you've just scored intersect. So right in like that. And then from there out again at an angle, like that. Same on the other side. Catch it while it shakes past. Hopefully you won't shake as much as me, and you'll find it much easier. The other thing to do is these will be folded over and you don't really want to see the tops of them, so just cut those off at an angle, right up to that line that you've scored. Same thing from the line that we've scored down like that. So there, that pocket should now be ready to fold and should be nicely gusseted. So I'm just going to fold those in. I'm going to do it gently because this card has a propensity to want to crack on me. If you've got card that you cannot avoid cracking, one way round it is to spray the back with a little bit of water. Don't forget you've got distress ink on the front, so don't spray the front or it'll all run. I'm just going to try that myself because it's just really wants to crack. So it's just a little bit, just to moisten it a little bit. And fold that in. And burnish it down with your bone folder so you've got a nice sharp edge. And that water just eases it a bit. So there we are, we've got our pocket there ready to stick on, as it were. I'm just going to go round all of it now with the tea dye. I mean, there's going to be something stuck on there, but just do it all and then your round bit will stick where it sticks. You don't need to worry about inking up to it or anything. Right, so there we are, lovely. So that's the two basic kind of pockets done. So now we move on to the pretty bits. So what I've done is I have taken some dies. Now I can hear the groan of people saying, I haven't got a big shot. I know you don't speak like that. I don't know why I said that. I didn't have a big shot for years. I didn't have a big shot. Didn't see the need for one. So, oh, just kicked the camera. Did I move? I'm still here. You can easily do this with something that's round. Easily, because I've done it for years. You know, that sort of thing. A glass, a beaker, so whatever. It really doesn't matter. But what you need to do is cut one out, a solid circle, like that. Okay. Then you need to cut out your, whatever it is you're going to make the picture of, which in this case is this lady here. Now, I'm sailing near the wind here. There's nothing over there, and there's a white line down there, but I think I'll be all right. Next thing you need to do is cut out one with the outer die and then the smaller die inside it, like that, so you get a frame. And I'm hoping that this is going to cover up those bits. Yay! So there we are. We have, that's what we need. I'll straighten her up a bit. And for this one, it's the same thing. It's a big circle. It's your, whatever you're going to make your picture with. And then your frame. And that's going to be all right, I think, on the night anyway. And you end up with two of these circles out the middle, which I'm sure at a later date we can think of a use for, so don't throw them out. They just seem too nice to throw out. So what I'm going to do is, let's work out which way is up. I think, yeah, this way. I want to put it towards the top. I don't know why. I mean, actually, I shouldn't really. That one's towards the top. Maybe I ought to put it towards the bottom. No, I don't like that. I'm putting it towards the top. And I want it to be about there. So I'm going to turn that over. And I'm going to make a mark up here, which will be my glue line. Before I do that, I'm going to ink round it. You're not really going to see it, but I just want that edge inked. Because it is amazing if you don't ink things, how they stand out. So just ink as you go. You know the rule, you cut it, you ink it. So we've cut it, I'm inking it. So that's going to go onto the back side of our pocket. I'm going to glue that and then it'll get stuck that way, but it's the same thing. So we know where the glue line is, so glue up to there. I'm using Collal, again, for those of you that have joined us very recently and wondered what all the fuss is about glue. I don't know what all the fuss is about glue, to be honest. It's like we're obsessed with glue. If you're a junk journaler, you are obsessed with glue. What does this, what sticks that, what runs, what buckles your paper. I don't know, it's like an obsession. So that's the top, definitely. I'm going to stick this to the underside along that line that I've made there. And it doesn't have to be exactly to that line. That was just a guide for where to put the glue onto. So once again, for new starters, get yourself a packet of wet wipes, cut the top off, slice the side, leave them until they're really dry, and they are the perfect thing for mopping up any additional little bits of glue that you might have that you didn't want around. And they don't smear your printed work. Wet wipes, as they come out the packet, please don't put them anywhere near anything that you've inkjet printed. It just smears it, it ruins it, and you'll be upset. So use the dry ones, they're brilliant. So now the next thing is this lady. She's different from the other one. Just a bit. I mean, just a bit in as much as she's a different person. Oh dear. There's no point inking that bit because it's not there. Is everybody all right, Mr. F?
Yes, there's a few people asking about different things.
Right.
Which they're running through now later.
Let me just stick this on.
Ideas for videos and stuff, so...
Oh, right, okay.
I want to do it later.
I kind of want her straight up like that. So I'm going to stick her down. So this is going on the front. The big circle that we put on before has gone round to the back. It's stuck. It's stuck. Oh dear, I can't even speak English now. It's stuck to the back, and this is going to go on the front. Let's see, I've got a little piece missing there, but that won't matter because the frame will cover it up. Oops, she's upside down. I'm just going to pop that onto there, following the circle that we've got already. So there we are. I've just managed to get some glue right on her nose, but the dry wipe has taken it straight off, so it's good to know that. So there we are, that's her glued into place. And then it's just the frame to put on, so I'm just going to ink around the frame, because this you will see. You can ink around the inside as well if you want to. I thought it made it just look a little bit dark, so I'm only inking around the edge, the outside edge. But as I say, you could easily, if you wanted to, ink around the inner edge too. The other thing you could do at this stage is you could put acetate over her. That would look very nice as well, but then you're starting to get a little bit bulky. So that's going to go on there, so we'll just use some glue. Well, this is impromptu, isn't it? It's nice just to pop up now and then, like a jack in the box. I didn't hear you say Hilda. Is Hilda with us?
I haven't said Hilda because I haven't seen Hilda.
No, okay.
Shaz has joined us.
Oh, hi Shaz. How you doing? Right, so that's on there. So just make sure that there's no glue seeping out. And there we are, we've got our lady in place.
Leslie says hi.
Hiya, Leslie. Thanks for joining us. Right, hit me with what folk have got to say, please.
Sandra was wondering if you could do a video on the different types of ink.
Not really, because I've got archival, I've got distress, and I've got stays on. But, I mean, there's so many others. And to be honest, I'm not familiar with, which has got a long open time, which hasn't. But I'll have a look on Google and see if I can find a description of what, inks that are good for this, that and the other. No, I'm afraid I can't do that. Sorry. Next.
Miranda would like to know if you could do a junk journal on birds.
Ah, it's funny that we were just considering birds.
Or woodland.
Yeah.
Or the sea.
Maybe not the sea. I'm not a great lover of the sea.
Or mermaids.
No, not mermaids. Not unicorns.
And then she changed and said maybe you could incorporate into water babies.
I'm not a great one for fictional things. And I know my whole life seems to be like weird, but no, not the sea or mermaids or unicorns or that sort of thing. That fantasy type thing is kind of not. It's not me really. Woodland, however, yes, that is me. I think we do one this year, but earlier, a nature journal. Didn't we do it from start to finish?
Yes.
I thought we did. But yeah, no, I mean, woodland, nature, botanical, there's always room for that, Miranda. Definitely there is. Yeah. Next.
That's it so far,
That's
I think.
it.
That's
okay. Right, so what we're going to do now with this one is stick the pearls on. Now, there's been some questions in the group about where I don't quite know what they're doing there. That can go out. About where I get my pearls, what they're called, etc. They are called flatback pearls, and I got mine from the haberdashery stand at my local market. And they're in a real tangle because the end fell off the thing and they're all tangled up, but it doesn't matter. They still work perfectly. And I'll show you them in a sec. I'm just going to cut a bit off. So what they are, they're pearls, and you can get these in various sort of shades. These are pearly pearl. You can get them in a more white sort of colour, and you can get them bigger and smaller as well. These are the more sort of white ones there, as opposed to the more pearly ones there. See, these ones are slightly larger. They have their place, but I prefer the smaller ones. I used to decorate a lot of boxes, and the larger ones were really handy for that. They come sort of threaded. I don't know. I guess there's the pearly bit, then they put threads down, then they come and stamp glue on them. That's what it looks like. But they're fairly mouldable. You can't get them to go sort of 90 degrees, but you can get them, like that. It's not bad, really. So what I intend to do is, first off, go around this girl. And I'm using E6000. I'm sure you could use Fabri-Tac or Beacon. I'm putting quite a lot down. E6000 is my go-to glue for things that are going to be tricky to stick. But it's not an instant grab, and you'll see that in a minute. It becomes a bit of a nuisance that it's not an instant grab. So I'm going from the side into, I'm pushing it into all that glue and up against the frame. And keep pressing it down as you go. So from the outside like this, push it in through the glue up to the frame where it will stop naturally. And that way you'll get a nice even circle, semicircle, and you've assured that it's well stuck with glue. Right up to the end there, and then you need to work out where to cut your string of pearls. This is a really awkward one, it's stopped on half a pearl. I'm going to cut it shorter rather than longer. So because this isn't an instant grab, sometimes you just have to sort of hold it for a second or two. Sometimes even a minute, you know, I mean, it'll take as long as it takes. So that's that round there. Pretty. So now we've got this, and we cut this off short, but this one will go up into there, and it'll all look nice. I'm just going to cut off those threads that are there. It is really tricky to get tight up to that. And I'm just going to put a bead of glue down that side there. Like so. So, you know, you can all guess what's going to happen now, can't you? I'm going to stick the pearls on. So right up to the semicircle there. And just down through that glue. Press it down. And if you slightly tension it, don't tension it too much, but slightly tension it, they will come out straight. And just chop that off where it needs to be. And there we are. That's that one on. Just the same at the top. Now this one, there's already a pearl there, so I'm going to start next to it. Always put your lid back on your E6000 because it will dribble and explode on you. So, not explode literally, I don't think, but I wouldn't like to put it to the test. So, in through the glue, that's it there. Just place them where you really want them. Cut off your remnant, and there we are.
Shaz wants to know if you went black or white. She refuses to tell me what it's about.
Well, you know what, Shaz, I didn't go either yet. Because it's spending money, isn't it? You know what I mean? So I will go black though. I'm going to go black. And I'll tell them. I'll tell Mr. F because he's got a funny colour. He's got a funny colour.
I haven't got a funny colour at all. I've got to make a brew, and then you can tell.
It's a Tim Holtz heat dryer gun. And I was talking to Shaz this morning about it because we were talking about that debacle yesterday. And I've come to the conclusion through trial and error that the problem was I was overheating the glue, the sticky embossing thing, because I was using my embossing tool, which is blooming hot. And I think what I was doing was I was melting it and then going a stage too far where I was drying it, so there was no glue left in it. So what I've come to the conclusion that I need one of those Tim Holtz, you know, like a hairdryer thing, like a little compact dryer that's much quieter as well, so it'll be nicer for lives and videos and the like. But when I went to look for one, they came in black and white. So I asked Shaz what colour hers was and why she'd gone for that. Was there any difference, you know? So she said she'd gone for black. So I'll go for black when I pluck up the courage to spend some money. So there we are anyway. That's that lady done. She looks nice, doesn't she? Do you think? I think that'll look really nice. You could go ahead, you know, and put extra stuff on and lace and ephemera and whatever. But I think that just looks kind of classy. I like it. So now we've got 2 of these side pockets. I should at least have done that on the other side. That would have been better. But never mind, eh? So there's just this one to do now. And we kind of, if I'm going to put it centrally, I sort of need to know where the centre is. So let's have a look. I think that looks fairly central to me. Let's take a ruler and have a look. That's 1 inch and a quarter, and that's 1 inch, so it just needs to come this way a little bit. That's too much, even I can see that. Just less. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I'm going to hold both of these together like this, and no, that's not what I'm going to do first. I'm going to put a, going mad here. Yeah, put a line there. That's right. So they have to meet up, and I'm going to put a line along here for where I'm going to glue. Glue around my nail. There we are. Right. So I'm going to, yeah, I think I know what I mean. I'm going to glue this anyway. Might be the wrong side, but the sides are the same. It's both cream cardstock. Like I said, this is 300, and that's quite good, really. Yeah, the line's on the wrong side, which is kind of obvious, really. So let's just move that along till it looks about right. Right there, I'd say. Thank you very much, my love. That's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
So just get rid of that bits of glue on the back. This collall's great. If you get it where you don't need it, just a bit of friction, it balls up and it drops off. No drama, which is what we like. No drama. Wouldn't it be nice once in a while to have no drama? Right, so the next thing to do is our picture, and for this I've chosen this really, oh, it's so pretty, shabby little rose there. So that goes over there like that. It's the exact same procedure as we did for the lady. So I'm gonna, oh, I forgot to ink around there. Tut, 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 tut. It doesn't really matter, you can't see much of it, as I say, but I do like to get that edge inked because it stands out. It hits you in the eye if you haven't done it. And I'm just going to ink around here as well. Let's stick this
Laura
up.
says hi from Nova Scotia.
Hiya! Blimey, I bet you've got snow.
Flora, what a lovely name.
Flora it is, isn't it? Lovely name. I should have been called Flora instead of Fiona, because I just love flowers. Shouldn't I?
Yes.
Be nice.
Slightly more catchy than botanical.
Yeah. Hey, botanical. And the abbreviated version.
I went there before.
Hey, Botty. Oh dear. I know you did, but I'm trying to do live as well here. Don't know if you've noticed.
How have you? Yeah. I didn't realise that we started.
Yeah, we've started.
I suppose you'd have a double barrel Latin name as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. I don't know what.
Like some show dog at Crufts. You'd have your show name.
Yeah, that's the Miss Paintalot bit. Right, so I'm just going once again around the edge of our frame here. I guess you've kind of got the idea now what's happening here.
Flora says no snow at all.
No snow at all.
And Vicky says good morning.
Hello, Vicky. Good morning. Right, so I'm just going to stick that on there, and you see the thickness of the frame just covers, I might say, just covers that bit that was, yeah, I mean, that's pretty, isn't it? I like pretty. Yeah, that could be my show name, Miss Pretty Paintalot of somewhere. We just got an email saying that the village of which we are part is a COVID hotspot. So, not that I do go out very much, as you know, but that's me not setting foot over the doorstep. So just line that up with the edge of your picture, and there you go. Like I say, if you haven't got a hot shot, I call it that all the time. If you haven't got a big shot, don't think that you can't do this. It's just circles, and you will have something suitable in your house that you can draw around and cut out. I know you will, because I did. Really, I did for years. So that's that, and we've just got the pearly bit to do. I wish this hadn't sort of all fallen off the thing, but it has. So I've got to live with it. Cut it off there. So once again, we'll do the roundy bit. It's still frozen outside here. The grass is still white, but not from snow. It's just frost. Doesn't thaw at all today. There we are, there's our glue. It says, according to my weather station on my desk, that it's 2.8 degrees outside. Is that right? Yeah. And that it's 23 degrees in here, which is very nice. Right, so I'm just going to start there, just like I did the last time, and push it from the outside into that frame. You see this here, because the glue is still wet, it doesn't want to stay down. So we might encounter a problem with that as we go around, but we'll just keep coming back and pushing it down. The noise you hear is Mr. Fix-It tending to our fire. Because we hadn't actually planned on doing a live today at all. In fact, after yesterday's, I never planned on doing another one again in my life, if I'm honest. But there we go. So that, yeah, the glue's tacking up now, so that's going to stay there. Let's press all those in like that. And we'll cut this off here. There we go. So just make sure that they're all pushed in towards that frame. Sitting nice and tightly like that. And then we'll put some glue down here for these ones. I've got this little bit of remnant of a one, I'll use it up first. I'm pretty sure these pearls were not expensive. I mean, I wouldn't have ended up with all this meterage of them if they were really expensive. But they are handy to have. In fact, it was Tanya, Tatty Treasures, the other day. I was watching one of her videos, which I also love. Yeah, Tanya, she's very restful to watch as well. And she was using some of these pearls. And I thought, blimey, I'm doing shabby chic stuff. I've got enough pearls to wrap around the QE2. Get them out. Right, so that's that one there, and just same on the other side. Would you like me to make a journal out of these, or would you like me to sell them as a ephemera kit? What do you fancy? I'm easy either way, really. to be honest. And the glue's still really, really wet. Now I can't get 5 in, and 4's a bit scant. So wait for this to tack up a little bit. So as it grabs, I have to do 4. I haven't got room for 5. Yeah, the glue's starting to go tacky, so they're beginning to stay where I put them. Get them nice and square. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right, so I've got that remnanty bit there. So, what have we made? Let's have a look. Let's have a recap.
You're saying both.
Do you want a journal and an ephemera kit?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have no idea how many hours a day I spend journaling. Like almost every waking hour. I do occasionally put a load of washing in. I do occasionally wash the dishes. I do occasionally do a little bit of housework. Mr. Fix-It's just about to fall off his chair.
The seasons change more often than that.
But you know, I journal. That's what I do. I journal. So there we go. Here's our, where's the other, there it is. This is what we've got. You can see all those? You can't see this one from a big fat head. Let's move over a bit. So they're pretty, aren't they? And you can do them. I know you can do them.
Temporarily get rid of your big fat head.
Yeah, get rid of my big fat head. Just hear my big fat voice. So those are the 4. This one and this one were the ones we've done already. These ones are the ones that you've just joined me in making. They're easy. They're really, really easy. Have a go. See what you know. You could make these square as well. You know, if you really, really can't face cutting circles out, you could make them square or rectangular and put your beads around them just the same. Or if you haven't got any beads, I've got some really thin, this lace, sort of lacy stuff, that would also work. If you put that around them, it also look pretty. So there's workarounds. There's plenty of workarounds.
Put shoes on there.
My hubby heard that and laughed. It's stored for later use now. What? The seasons. Hi, Dave. You know, genius and housework, they don't go together. That's the thing, Shaz. That's what you've got to tell him. Right, okay, that's me, done and dusted. I really hope that you enjoyed that. I've no idea how long I was talking to you for. It could have been an hour and a half. It could have been 20 minutes. I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. Thank goodness, finally something's worked out. I hope you like them. I like them. And I'll carry on adding to my box of stuff and see what happens. It might turn into a journal. Might not. Might turn into just ephemera packs. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope that you see you in the new year heartily but safely. I'm Scottish, and as you know, that means Hogmanay, and it's quite a big event. Not so much for us because we don't drink. So it's not a big event at all. In fact, we'll probably more than likely be tucked up in bed before 12 o'clock. Although, no, we generally do manage to stay up to 12 just to see the new year in. So what can I say? I'll see you next year. I'll see you on the 1st, actually. What day is it today?
It's Wednesday today and it's Friday is the 1st.
Right, so I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll see you the day after when we'll be starting our January daily. And if this is anything to go by, it's going to have a bit of a shabby flavour, but anything could happen, as you know. All right, then. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody. Bye, ladies. Bye, Dave. Bye, Mike, if you were on. Happy New Year to everyone. Bye.
Happy New Year. Stay safe.